Hi, hello, and welcome to Talking Hands presented by Hub Sports Radio. I'm your host, SinCity Sarah. Today, we are in combat court battling out UFC Vegas 47.
Combat court has started. We got Brady. We got SinCity Sarah. SinCity Sarah will be defending Julija Stoliarenko. Alexis Davis for Brady. Court's in session. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I did drop out of debate class my freshman year, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I'm feeling pretty good other than, I'm trying to win this debate, but I feel like I already lost spending a couple hours of researching on this fight. I mean, it was horrible. I don't think I've ever fell asleep watching a fight before, but I was watching the debut of Julija Stoliarenko last night, and, I woke up, a couple hours later. I fell asleep in like the second round, and I'm somebody that typically, has trouble sleeping at night. I have to buy the melatonin. It's the 10 milligram recommend dosage. I take like 30, and I also have to sleep with a fan. And it's just great to know that I now can save money on both a fan and melatonin because all I have to do is sleep. To sleep is turn on a Julija Stoliarenko fight. It's awful. Sarah, what do you see in here?
Man, what I see is her Invicta fight early last year against Lisa Verozos. Did you not see that? It was an absolute bloodbath, her Invicta fight. I believe that Julija is in a position right now, a do or die position, which is some of my favorite fights to look at, to review, because I feel like she is desperate for this win in this position. She is someone who has been in combat sports her entire life. She started her MMA career in 2015. She's had a tough go in the UFC her last couple fights, but I really believe that because of that, that's what's going to push her through to get this one done. She is coming off of a shoulder surgery. She's also coming off of the entire weight cut fiasco that we saw last year where she fainted on the scale twice. I believe that she's coming into this fight embarrassed, and I think that she has something to prove. I think that she is in jeopardy with this fight. I think she realizes that. She's had some time to sit after the surgery, and I think she's going to come out on Saturday and put on a show and try and get this one done so that she could save her spot in the UFC. That didn't end the way I wanted it to.
Sarah, something really stuck out what you said, and that's embarrassed because she should be embarrassed with her style. I mean, she has horrible striking defense. The cardio is horrible. A horrible wrestling, the worst wrestling I've ever seen in my life. She flops to her back. She pulls guard. But I will say, she is very active off her back. She's a black belt in BJJ, and all but one of her wins do come by submission, and 9 of those submission wins are by armbar. So she is very dangerous on the mat. But, going back, I watched some fights of Julija Stoliarenko, and what stuck out to me was I watched this one fight. It was earlier in her career where she got a point taken away. I've never seen this before. She got a point taken away because she was randomly flopping to her back during the fight, and the ref took a point away. Like, I've never seen that before. So that was weird. And then there's another fight where I watched, Julija at the end of the second round, she was gassed out. She was very tired to the point where her coach actually had to pick her up at the end of the second round, drag her back to her corner, and then she collapsed once again, and the fight was over. So, Julija, she's not great, but I will say her ground game is pretty legit.
Okay. Yeah, she does have some great ground game. She is that armbar specialist. So many of her finishes have been by armbar. I feel like she needs to stick to what she knows in this fight. She needs to, if she can, get it to the ground and try and do what she does best to pull off that W. A win is a win, and as long as she could get that, I feel like she's going to be in a better position. But I saw her go 5 rounds in that fight last year. We're talking about 1 year ago from today. I watched her go 5 rounds in that fight, and she absolutely almost murdered the other girl, destroyed her face. So we'll see what happens. I got Julija in this one. I think she's embarrassed enough that she's going to come out and try and make up for it.
I'm just hoping I don't fall asleep during the fight. But, Alexis Davis, she's a veteran of the sport. I think she's like 37 years old. She's a BJJ black belt as well. She has really good grappling and top control, and she has fought the much better competition. I do think competition is really important here. And a fun fact, if you guys do not know, Alexis Davis actually has a win over Amanda Nunes, which I thought was pretty hilarious there. But, kind of the keys to victory I see for Alexis Davis is going to be position over submission. I think if she wants to go for takedowns here, she'll be able to get them whenever she wants. But she has to avoid that arm bar. And like I said, she's a legit black belt with tons of experience. I think she'll be fine there. And another thing is going to be pressure in pace. Both fighters are definitely very hittable, but I think the cardio advantage is going to go in favor of Alexis Davis there. And then also the other key to victory I put was experience. I think experience is going to show in this fight. But, at the end of the day, it's a low-level women's MMA fight. Anything can happen. But I just really like the experience, the cardio, and the level of competition of Alexis Davis. I think she gets it done here.
Verdict's in. Verdict's in.
She is also what?
No,
she's 9 years older.
Hit that shit. Hit that shit, Nick. Hit that shit. It's over.
Verdict's in. Guilty. Alexis Davis, I believe, wins this fight. Guilty.